Cloudflare has been hit by an outage causing widespread errors. Tesla won its bid to decertify a class action lawsuit. And DeepMind has released a new weather forecasting model for more accurate predictions. It's Tuesday, November 18th, and here's a quick look at tech in the news this morning from Engadget. If you're experiencing internet issues this morning, you are far from alone. Infrastructure company Cloudflare has been hit with what it calls widespread 500 errors, with dashboard and API also failing. The company said that services are starting to recover, but customers may continue to see higher than normal error rates as it continues to work on the problem. As of 7 a.m. Eastern Time, a status update read, Cloudflare is aware of and investigating an issue which potentially impacts multiple customers. We are working to understand the full impact and mitigate the problem. Cloudflare is a key internet hub providing network and security products for internal service providers, Fortune 500 businesses, and others. Those include edge computing and tools to protect websites from cyber attacks and help them stay online during distributed denial of service or DDoS attacks and heavy traffic periods. The issue has affected numerous sites, including X, OpenAI, Spotify, Letterboxd, and, ironically, Down Detector, a site that can normally tell you which other websites are down. Affected sites may display a message indicating an internal server error on Cloudflare's network and request that you try again in a few minutes. As of 8:13 this morning, Cloudflare said that the issue had been identified and a fix is being implemented. The company added that we have made changes that have allowed Cloudflare Access and WARP to recover. Error levels for Access and WARP users have returned to pre-incident rates. Tesla has secured a ruling to strip a 2017 lawsuit claiming a racist work environment of its class action status. As reported by Reuters, California Superior Court Judge Peter Borken, appointed by Governor Gavin Newsom in 2021, ruled that the lawsuit could not proceed with class action status because the plaintiffs' attorneys had failed to find 200 class members willing to testify. The judge said he could not assume that the experiences of a select group of workers could be applied to the entire class of would-be plaintiffs. The 2017 lawsuit began with a single employee who filed a suit alleging Tesla's Fremont production floor was a hotbed for racist behavior, and that over 100 employees had experienced racial harassment. Last year, a lower court judge ruled the case could move forward as a class action, a decision that Tesla had been appealing since. A trial in the case was scheduled to begin in April, though now that the case has lost its class action status, each plaintiff would have to bring their case against Tesla separately. This is not the first time that Tesla has found itself in court over alleged racial misconduct. Back in 2023, the automaker was sued by the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission over allegations that black employees were subjected to racial slurs and retaliation. Last year, Tesla reached a confidential settlement with a single employee who said he faced discrimination at the same California plant, reporting that his coworkers left drawings of swastikas and racist figures on his workspace. Google's DeepMind just released WeatherNext 2, a new version of its AI weather prediction model. The company promises that it delivers more efficient, more accurate, and higher-resolution global weather predictions. Now, to that end, it should be able to provide accurate forecasts up to 2 weeks out, including information on temperature, pressure, and wind. It should also be able to better predict tropical storm tracks, according to researchers. Now, this means that predictions of a hurricane's path should be accurate up to 3 days out. The previous model only predicted things up to 2 days ahead of the storm. The model also brings hourly forecasts into the mix. All told, Google says that this new model is 8 times faster than the previous iteration. Now, according to Bloomberg, this should help businesses like energy traders make more precise decisions. Older models demanded the use of machine learning models that were built for image and video generation. This required repeated processing to ensure an accurate result. The new model only requires a single processing step, which also reduces reliance on costly AI computing systems. AI may not be great at everything, despite what proponents want you to believe, but it is great at predicting the weather. Newer models typically outperform traditional prediction methods, even those that rely on supercomputers. These models aren't perfect, however, as even Google has acknowledged that Weather Next 2 will likely struggle to predict outlier rain and snow events. Now, that's due to gaps in the training data. DeepMind research scientist Farhan LA told Bloomberg, "It's one limitation of our forecast, but one that we are working on improving." AI weather prediction is becoming a crowded field, though. Companies like NVIDIA, Microsoft, AccuWeather, and Huawei are all throwing their hats in the ring in one way or another. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and more tech news at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from Steve Dent, Andre Revilla, and Lawrence Bogg, and was voiced and produced from the sound studios of Spoken Layer. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow morning with more tech news from Engadget.